Show me today.
Well, Rob, this is the LOWE Pro 165 walkthrough. Walkthrough meaning full windshield model. It is a deep V series boat, 16.5 in length, 84-inch beam on this boat. It is one of our best sellers here at the boat warehouse, and from a competitor standpoint, this boat really has made its mark in the industry against a lot of the big names.
I've heard a lot about this boat. I mean, I can see from here the sides are tall. I mean, it's like I said, it's a big V, but I mean that's big V.
It is a deep V. It's also an all welded hull. Which
okay.
gives it a clean look, enabling us to put graphics on it more like an automobile.
Yeah, it's not covered with rivets.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's great. Wow, look at that. Look at this thing. I mean, again, like a lot of your boats, I see it's got a trailer. It looks like it's rough. Is it powder coated or something?
It's a matte finish. What they've done is gone to this type of finish. It's less marring. It doesn't chip. It is easy. It's easier to touch up without making it look like you're spot painting your trailer. There is a galvanized upgrade option, but we find our customers are really liking this one. Yeah, you've got your again, LOWE always has had walk-on fenders. We love to at shows get people to jump up and down on these because our competitors sometimes don't have that. Feature. It's got load guides for sure loading the trailer. Again, another custom fit trailer for this boat.
These aren't chintzy either. Like, these are strong.
Absolutely.
I'm pulling on them. They're tough. And yeah, and of course it looks like you got a nice size wheel here, painted wheel. This particular trailer, I mean, it looks almost industrial, really.
Well, this is again another manufacturer who uses a local trailer company called Caravan, who custom make the trailers for this brand. They're very well known in the United States and very reputable company, yes.
Yeah, I've heard about Caravan. That's awesome. And it looks like it's got a swing tongue, so if you're kind of short on space or you just don't want to bash your knees off all the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Shortening the storage length again, which is the importance of a lot of people fitting boats in garages today. A good cross framing structure. You can see tongue jack. A lot of companies are starting to follow suit and give their customers all these items, but there are brands that ask you, do you want a tongue jack? Do you need this? Do you want a folding tongue? They charge extra for this. It's all in the package.
Very good, very good. Well, give me a tour of the inside.
Yeah, let's have a look. Just as we're going to enter the boat, I'd like to really point out the beauty of these pop-up cleats. They allow you to have a smooth finish, and when you're rod tipping or fighting that fish, you're not hitting your rod tip on them. I haven't seen those on anybody else's boat in the aluminum business yet, but I'm sure there are some out there.
What I like about them too is they're not the spring-loaded devices that they can break and get stuck. These are just nice manual, and they're, like you say, they're smooth. I'm not catching anything on them. Nice. Yep. Dave, I just happened to notice this particular model that we're videoing here has carpeted, but I noticed some of your other ones have vinyl.
Yeah, we primarily do a lot more vinyl. We just happen to have an opportunity as the largest dealer for this company to buy some inventory boats that they had. Normally we do vinyl floor in all our cockpits, but these ones have carpet floor. Some people like that on the feet. If you go look at an $80,000 fishing boat, it has carpet on the floor. Some people love it, some hate it. Also base trolling motor. Most of the boats we do stock have the vinyl floor and possibly the second upgrade for Minn Kota trolling motor.
That's cool. So if a person came in and wanted this particular boat, but they said, I really want vinyl or want to upgrade the troller, it's just name it what it is and we'll get it done.
They can have it.
This
boat has a price point advantage for that budget-minded person, and so it's a good opportunity for that person.
That's great. Thanks, Dave.
Okay. So we're primarily a Mercury company, as LOWE is with Brunswick. Many brands do offer Mercury four-strokes. I've been in the business 20-some years. I have all the respect for this product right now. We put 250 of these over the curb a year, and a lot of trouble-free nights sleeping when you know this engine's on the back. Fuel injected four-stroke. It is available in a 50. This happens to be a 60 horse. We do offer the 60 horse upgrade from the 50 for a very nominal fee. This boat is also now rated for a 90 horse. Ahead of its time, 4 years ago, was rated for a 90. Three of our competitors' boat was only up to a 75, so they've had to up their game and restructure their boat for it to be able to take a 90 horse. We sell a good amount of these. Probably a third go out with 90 horsepowers, and that's usually the family that maybe wants to do some heavy water sports, or just a guy who likes a little bit of throttle under his hand for sure.
We'll give you a look at the casting deck on that.
So, extreme amount of real estate here, I like to use that word. We've got the largest casting platform in the industry. What I do like to point out too is the splash well is cut off, which allows you to enter and exit the boat or stand out and fight a fish right on the corner instead of having to stand in the splash well on the steering cable.
Yes, that makes sense.
You put a swim ladder on this boat here if you like. That gives your kids room to get in and out of the boat without stepping into the splash well.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Yeah,
That's great.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's cool.
We've got basically battery storage here and more storage. Now, this boat boasts 2 live wells. Here's one.
Nice.
There is also an additional 19-gallon live well in the right front. That's 2 live wells. That allows you to tournament fish in a boat like this. You're going to love this feature, Rob.
Look at that.
Folding rear bench. Now, I want to point out this is an aluminum box. This is not plywood. The structure of this will take the weight of 2 men, no problem. And we got real seats. A lot of companies have a flip bench. They have a tiny little backrest. You don't want your kids sitting in the flimsy seat like that. It's hard on your back. This is an actual boat seat mounted in to the box. Cup holders. This is proper seating for your passengers with grab handles.
Oh, there's grab handles and everything.
Absolutely. You'll also notice there are 2 more floor bases for a standard model that doesn't have this feature. This option is a feature that we include in all our boats because our largest dealer volume allows us to offer these types of things at no extra charge.
I love it. I mean, it's a do-all. You've got a few kids, you got some friends, up it goes. You got just yourself or a handful, away you're fishing.
Yeah, I mentioned 2 live wells. The other thing I want to point out here is 2 rod lockers, over 7 feet. So we've now doubled up the live wells. We're doubling up the rod storage, and I want to point out how they do that. The 6 rod tubes. This keeps all your toys and rods out of sight, out of harm's way. The trolling motor battery is actually put subfloor underneath here, which keeps the weight all low and center instead of stuffing batteries all in one corner of a boat.
Of course.
Yeah, so perfect balance weight. Aluminum lids. All these storage compartments are keyed and they do lock for security.
Isn't that slick? Again.
Glove box, beautiful console with composites and an imitation carbon fiber look, but when you couple that with the gauge package, it's just a gorgeous boat for sure.
That's great.
You can see again, talking about my ostrich legs. I'm sitting in this boat, I can't even touch the bulkhead down here. I have customers who phone me, they send pictures of them out boating and their pets are on board. Big dogs are curled up under there taking shade.
Yes, it's not uncommon to take your pets on the boat, that's for sure.
So WT stands for walk through windshield. This is a real must-have for people and families. A lot of guys come in want a side console boat because it's all about the fishing, but the family aspect is only the drivers staying out of the wind. This ensures that you have proper protection in the cockpit, and if you want to get into rough weather fishing, foul weather, you could add a full stand up top and have something to connect it to.
Absolutely, this is great.
Live well number 2, we talked about it a minute ago. That's where it is. We've also got dry storage here, under deck storage here, and there's a base motor guide trolling motor, 46-pound thrust. Works very well. There are upgrades for this trolling motor.
Well, that's the nice part too, is that you've got a lot of boats in stock and you've got a lot of stuff in stock. You can kind of custom this to whatever somebody wants.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want it with or without, I mean, that's the joys of being the biggest dealer. You can get anything you like.
One last thing I'd like to mention.
Yeah.
Built-in fuel tank.
I saw that.
Not a small one either. Here's your fill neck. This allows you, when you pull up to the gas pumps, to come right out of the vehicle and go right into here with the same gas pump running. The other thing I'd like to point out is that is the fill neck location, but the fuel tank is subfloor. The fuel tank is entirely centered in the floor. Again, we're talking about battery lowering the center weight, as well as the full fuel tank in the floor. That fuel tank is more than 3 times bigger than one of our competitors and easily twice as big as most of our other competitors. So Again, 2 live wells, 2 rod lockers, 27-gallon fuel tank. That's what makes this boat sell against our competitor.
Well, it's, you know, I've been a boater for a long time as well, and I mean, I've got my fuel tank at the back of my boat. I've got a big block. I got 115 on my pontoon that I run. I've got 2 batteries back there. I've got 2 trolling motor batteries because I got an 80-pound thrust engine-mounted troller. You get all that weight back there. My boat sits with the nose in the air, and I've got to adjust the trim to make it correct it, and it's a pain.
No.
It makes sense that they have thought this through. So the batteries, the fuel, are all center and low to gravity.
Absolutely, yeah. It keeps everything in the center. It also, with a deep V, because there's that weight there, when you get into rough water, the place you want to be sitting is over the weight or over the engine area in an inboard, outboard. That acts as that sort of central weight, which does take the brunt of the waves and make the ride a lot smoother.
Oh, that makes total sense.
Yeah.
What a nice boat. It's no wonder that everybody's buying these bad boys, because that's a really pretty boat, but it's not just good looks. It's not just skin deep, as they say.
That's right.
Well, that's
just like
great.
me.
Well, that's great. Well, thanks again, Dave.
Okay, Rob. Good talking to you again.